Be prepared. This is your warning. Don't take August lightly. The ones who sleepwalk through this month will wake up wondering how their whole world flipped overnight, while you, chosen one, will already be 10 steps ahead. This isn't a gentle shift. This is a spiritual jailbreak, and you're either escaping the illusion or getting swallowed by it. Most people think time moves in straight lines. But August? August moves like a snake in tall grass, silent, deadly, and always watching. It already made its first strike while the rest of the world was still clapping for July's false miracles. If you felt your chest tighten this morning or your dreams get louder last night, that wasn't anxiety. That was the knock of something ancient. The air is different now. Not everyone can sense it, but you can. You're not waiting for a change. You are the change. You didn't just wake up today, you were summoned. And that's the part no one's saying out loud. This isn't the calm before the storm. This is the storm, and you are its eye. So here's your message, clear, coded, and delivered on divine timing. The wait is over. The clock is broken. Reality is bending, and the universe is choosing sides. People will call it coincidence when their lives suddenly unravel. But you'll know it was the energy of August pushing them out of alignment while pulling you into purpose. Don't let this pass you by. Like and subscribe if you feel it too. Drop the number 77 in the comments if your soul just whispered, finally, and share this message. Someone out there is about to miss their moment unless you send this. Because ready or not, chosen one, August just whispered your name. Now let's begin. Chapter 1, The Loop Door. Phenomenon. What's returning? Let's go deeper, because that strange shift you've been sensing, it's not just the energy of something new beginning, it's also the return of something old, something unfinished. August isn't just launching you forward, it's circling something back around, but not in the way you expect. This is what we call the loop door phenomenon. It starts quietly, almost deceptively. A face you haven't seen in months suddenly appears in a dream. A familiar opportunity lands in your inbox, but looks dressed in different colors. Maybe you're feeling déjà vu, or drawn back to a place, person, or desire you thought you'd buried for good. That's not coincidence. It's a call back from the universe, and it's asking if you've truly changed. Back in March, something significant ended. Maybe it was your decision. Maybe it was ripped from your hands. But either way, it felt final. You mourned. You moved on. Or at least you thought you did. But now that old storyline is re-entering your field, disguised, transformed, but still echoing the same frequency. You might wonder, why is this coming back now? I thought I was done with this. The truth is, the universe never wastes a loop. It keeps showing up until you show it a different version of you. If you respond the same way you did before, emotionally, impulsively, fearfully, it'll disappear just like last time. You'll relive the pattern, not rewrite it. But if you pause, take a breath, and meet it with new awareness, then everything shifts. This time, you're not trying to fix or chase. You're choosing with clarity. You're moving with power. That's how you break the loop. August doesn't want to haunt you. It wants to see if you're ready to claim what once crushed you. And this time, complete it. Chapter 2. Trust your instincts over logic. And here's where things get tricky, because not everything that returns in August will come wearing warning signs. In fact, the most dangerous things might look perfect. On paper, they'll check every box. The timing will seem ideal. The person will say all the right things. The opportunity will look like a long-awaited gift wrapped in gold. But deep down, something in you will flinch. Something will feel off. And you won't be able to explain it, not with logic. That's because this isn't the month for mental gymnastics. It's not about making sense. It's about sensing. August will pull you into a realm where your instinct becomes the only compass worth trusting. You'll feel it in your gut, in the back of your neck, in your skin when you're around the wrong people. You might feel suddenly drained, restless, nauseous, even when everything around you says yes. That no? That's your inner alarm. And here's what most people get wrong. They wait for evidence. They tell themselves they're overreacting. They wait for someone to prove their suspicion right. But by the time the mask slips and the truth comes out, the damage is already done. August won't reward hesitation. It will reward soul clarity. The proof you're asking for, it comes after the decision, because trusting your instinct is the test. If you pass it, you don't just avoid the wrong path. You get placed exactly where you need to be for what's coming. And what's coming won't be small. It will be loud. It will be public. Chapter 3. Being seen. The visibility checkpoint. It'll come out of nowhere. 1 minute, you're quietly minding your business, blending into the background like you always do, and the next, boom. Spotlight. Eyes on you. Someone asks a question only you can answer. A room goes silent just as you walk in. Or maybe you're just sharing something small, and suddenly people are leaning in, listening harder than they ever have. It might feel like too much, too exposed, too fast. But it's not a mistake. It's your visibility checkpoint. You've spent months, maybe years, doing the inner work, healing wounds no one clapped for, upgrading quietly while the world saw only stillness. But now August is here with a different demand. It's time for public clarity. No more hiding behind, "I'm still figuring it out." No more shrinking to make others comfortable. The universe isn't asking you if you're ready, it's telling you that you are. And yes, it'll feel awkward. You'll walk away from that moment replaying everything you said, worrying if you said too much or too little. But here's the truth hidden inside the discomfort. You weren't called into that moment by accident. You were summoned because no one else could carry that energy but you. If you flinch now, the cycle resets. More silence, more waiting, more wondering when your time will come. But if you stay rooted, own your voice, your truth, your weirdness, you'll feel a shift. A new timeline opens, and something massive starts moving toward you. And the wild part? That nervousness about being seen, that's your proof. You were meant to be seen. Chapter 4. Main character. Energy becoming visible. There's a quiet shift happening, and you won't need to force it. You'll simply walk into a room, and the air will rearrange itself. People will pause mid-sentence. Heads will turn, eyes will linger, but this time it won't feel uncomfortable because you're finally aligned with the spotlight that's been waiting for you all along. This is main character energy, and it doesn't come from ego. It comes from clarity, from becoming so fully anchored in who you are that your energy starts speaking before your mouth ever opens. In August, you'll notice it in small, unexpected moments. A stranger holding the door for you without looking up, only to glance back and smile like they recognize something. Someone in a crowd moving aside without knowing why. Compliments that feel deeper than just appearance. There's something about you. You've changed. I feel calm when you're around. You'll question it at first. Why are people treating me like this? I didn't do anything different. But that's exactly it. You became different. Quietly, internally. And now the outer world is finally catching up to what your spirit has known for a while. This isn't about being flashy or demanding attention. It's about resonance. Your energy is tuned to a frequency others can't ignore, even if they don't understand why. The universe is no longer letting you play the background character in your own story. August isn't giving you a spotlight. It's revealing that you are the spotlight. Chapter 5. Momentum, Habits, and Alignment. This month doesn't roar in with thunder. It hums with quiet power. You won't feel like a superhero overnight. There's no dramatic soundtrack or sudden lightning bolt moment. But what you will feel is movement. Steady, undeniable, and oddly peaceful. That's August's real power. It doesn't demand hustle. It aligns you with the version of yourself that already moves with ease. The spotlight you've been stepping into isn't a test of your worth. It's a test of your receptivity. Can you accept that the work you've done in silence is finally echoing outward? That you've become the influence you used to chase? Here's what most people miss. The universe doesn't expand what you can't carry. So before the blessing comes, it watches your habits. And something this month is going to shift your rhythm, not dramatically, but undeniably. One morning you'll wake up and realize you didn't battle yourself to follow through. You just did it. Whether it's hydrating, journaling, creating, walking, waking up earlier, those little slippery tasks suddenly feel normal, like brushing your teeth, like breathing. You'll ask yourself, when did this get easier? And that's the moment you'll realize your identity changed while you weren't looking. The version of you who kept postponing everything, they're dissolving. not with force, but with truth. Even your excuses will start to sound like strangers wearing your old clothes. You've outgrown the delay. You've outgrown the drama of starting. Now it's just movement, momentum. And through those small, consistent actions, a hidden door will open. The habit isn't the end, it's the key. And what it unlocks? You'll soon see it was never just about discipline. It was about becoming the one who naturally lives what they used to only dream. Chapter 6. August 6th, the Cosmic Shift. August 6th isn't just a date on the calendar, it's a cosmic snap. Like gravity shifting mid-step, you'll feel it even if you don't know why. One moment, you're walking with a dream in your hand. The next, it slips through your fingers, and instead of panic, you feel relief. That's when you know. The illusion just collapsed. This is the day Saturn, the enforcer of structure and karmic order, collides with Neptune, the dream builder and master of beautiful lies. When they meet, the fog doesn't just thin, it evaporates. You see clearly, not because you're ready, but because the universe has decided it's time. For chosen ones, this won't be a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. Maybe you've been nursing a hope that deep down never truly resonated with who you've become. A person, a job, a path that once fit like a second skin, but now clings like a costume 2 sizes too small. You may have told yourself stories to keep it alive. It just needs more time, or maybe I'm the problem. But August 6th doesn't care for stories. It cares for truth. This moment won't ask for your opinion. It will just be. You might wake up that morning and know, without drama, that something has expired. And it won't scare you, because when a lie dies, peace is what takes its place. And for others, that old drifting dream that never quite clicked, suddenly it will. The fog lifts. The foundation appears. You're no longer guessing. You're building. Whatever happens, don't resist. The universe isn't negotiating anymore. It's aligning. And what survives this shift won't just be real. It will be meant. Chapter 7. The Power in the Small Things. Truth Revealed. It won't come with fireworks. It won't scream in your face. It might even pass you by if you're not tuned in. But this month, a tiny moment is going to split open something massive. A single sentence said too fast, a text sent to the wrong person, a glance held a second too long. That's how it starts. Subtle, innocent on the surface. But if you're paying attention, you'll feel the crack before it even forms. The universe has a funny way of whispering the loudest truths in the softest ways, not to confuse you, but to see if you're finally ready to notice what's always been there. And this time, you are. Your awareness isn't just sharper, it's surgical. You're no longer brushing things off in the name of patience or benefit of the doubt. You know when something doesn't align, even if no one else notices. This isn't paranoia, it's precision. When this slip-up happens, don't dismiss it. It may come from someone you trust, or it may come from within, realizing you've outgrown the version of yourself you've been presenting to the world. That moment you look in the mirror and think, I don't believe this act anymore. That's not weakness. That's self-honesty at its highest level. And here's the truth. It's not the slip that matters. It's the reveal. What it uncovers is the final piece you've been missing, something that allows you to anchor deeper into the life you're actually meant to live. No need for confrontation, no big reaction. Just notice, just adjust. That's the real power. When the truth reveals itself, no matter how small, it's not a threat. It's your invitation to rise. Chapter 8. Chaos will confirm your clarity. It'll come when you least expect it. A sudden blow-up, a sharp text, a wave of drama crashing through someone else's world. But this time, you won't be pulled under. You'll be standing on the shore, dry, still, and strangely, calm. Because their chaos no longer has the gravity it once did. It doesn't hook into your guilt, your need to fix, or your fear of being misunderstood. That's how you know. You're free. August doesn't need to whisper signs anymore. It sends them in with sirens. Someone around you will unravel, emotionally, loudly, in a way they can't control, and it won't confuse you. It'll confirm everything you already felt, but maybe hadn't fully claimed. The distance you created, the silence you allowed, the boundaries you built. This chaos proves you were right to do it. There was a time when you would have jumped in, tried to rescue them, explained yourself, held space while they burned you down in the name of their own pain. But that version of you is gone. You've graduated. And now you watch with clarity instead of chaos. This doesn't mean you're cold. It means you're clear. Someone else's storm doesn't cancel out your sun. Their unhealed wounds don't undo your growth. This moment isn't a test. It's a milestone. So when it happens, when the mask slips, the truth erupts, or the energy explodes, don't flinch. Just recognize the mirror. Nod to the universe in quiet gratitude and keep walking because you no longer need permission to protect your peace. You are the peace. Chapter 9. The electric surge, fuel for action. It'll hit you like lightning through still water, sharp, sudden, and impossible to ignore. 1 minute you're still, the next your body's humming with purpose. Not anxiety, not pressure, just power. Raw, clean power pulsing through your system like your soul finally slammed its fist on the table and said, "Now, move." This isn't motivation. It's a surge, a divine override. And when it comes, you won't be thinking about why or whether it makes sense. You'll just know it's time. You might leap into reorganizing your entire life, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Maybe it's reaching out, applying, launching, deleting, deciding. Something you've been circling for months suddenly feels urgent in a way that can't be reasoned away. It'll feel alien at first, unnatural only because it's unfamiliar, like driving a car that suddenly has more horsepower than you remember. But that electric charge? That's your higher self pushing energy into the parts of you that were stalling, not to punish you, but to get you unstuck. The universe isn't interested in theory right now. It's not collecting intentions. It's moving people, and you've just been activated. Momentum like this is sacred. It's not decorative. It's functional. When it arrives, you don't sit with it. You ride it. This energy is what collapses timelines, what gets you seen, what flips dormant ideas into action that reshapes your entire orbit. Don't wait for it to make sense. Don't smother it with doubt. When it hits, move. Because this isn't another opportunity to overthink. This is your green light, and it's glowing hot. And as August unfolds, remember, this isn't just another month, it's a shift disguised as time. If this message resonated, like the video, subscribe for more, and drop the number 77 in the comments to claim your alignment. You're not waiting anymore. You're moving, and what's ahead will feel inevitable.